Every kingdom has a secret. Azania's was hidden behind walls of gold, power, and prosperity. To travelers arriving from distant lands, it looked like paradise. Its markets overflowed with wealth. Its streets buzzed with life. Its towering walls glittered beneath the African sun. But appearances can be deceiving, because behind all that beauty was a kingdom living in fear. And behind every smile was a silence no one dared break. In Azania, freedom had become a fading memory. For years, Governor Musa Dantata had convinced the people that only he could protect them. He spoke of enemies beyond the horizon.
Peace, harmony, stability. These are the foundations upon which we shall build our future.
Little by little, the people surrendered their voices in exchange for security. But every kingdom built on fear eventually begins to crack. And when it does, even the smallest light can be seen for miles. That light would come from a woman named Rahab. A woman no one expected to change history. The woman who would change Azania wasn't a warrior. She wasn't a queen. She wasn't even wealthy. She was a guest house owner named Rahab. Every coin she earned went to her family. Every sacrifice she made was for their future. And soon, that future would depend on a choice that could cost her everything. Yet even she could feel something changing in Azania. The markets had grown quieter. Food had become scarce. People lowered their voices whenever soldiers passed. And rumors traveled faster than the desert wind. An army was coming, not an invading force seeking conquest, a liberation force seeking change. The Liberation Alliance. The governor called them terrorists. The people whispered a different word: hope. One night, dark clouds rolled over the city. Rain struck the rooftops. Thunder echoed across the desert. As Rahab prepared to close her guest house, she heard movement from the storage room. She froze. The sound came again. A figure emerged from the shadows. Dirty, exhausted, frightened. At first glance, he looked like a common fugitive.
Hello?
But he was no thief. He was a scout, a member of the Liberation Alliance. For a moment, neither he nor Rahab moved. The storm raged outside. Then slowly,
Tie me up
he
if you
stepped
want,
forward.
But if the governor's men find me first, I'll be dead before sunrise.
Rahab stared at him. Helping him meant risking everything. Turning him in meant protecting herself. At least that was what she believed, until she overheard something that changed everything. Later that night, several royal guards gathered outside the guest house. They spoke freely, believing no one could hear them. Rahab listened from the shadows. What she heard chilled her blood. Entire families were scheduled for execution. Not because they were guilty, but because they were suspected of questioning the governor. The realization struck her like lightning. The enemy wasn't outside Azania's walls. The enemy was already inside them, and he sat on the throne. When soldiers arrived searching for the scouts, Rahab made her choice. She hid him beneath crates and supplies. Then she faced the guards.
Have you seen anyone suspicious?
No.
For a moment, it felt as though he could hear her heartbeat. Then he turned away. The danger had passed. For now. But the decision she had made would change her life forever. Days turned into weeks. The Liberation Alliance moved closer. Meanwhile, Governor Musa tightened his grip on the city. More arrests, more disappearances, more fear. As darkness spread through Azania, Rahab began helping the resistance. Each night she climbed to her rooftop, carrying an oil lamp. Using coded signals visible from the distant Kijani Hills, she passed information to Alliance scouts hidden beyond the city walls. A movement was growing. 1 lamp became 2, 2 became 10. Soon dozens of lights flickered across rooftops throughout Azania. A silent rebellion. A rebellion built from courage and hope. But revolutions are not won by those outside the walls alone. Even within Governor Musa's palace, doubt had begun to take root. Commander Nu faced a battle of his own. For years he had served Governor Musa faithfully. He believed he was protecting his people. But the evidence piling before him told a different story. Missing reports, fabricated attacks, political assassinations disguised as accidents. Each discovery chipped away at his loyalty. Until eventually, only one question remained.
Who ordered them?
While doubt consumed the palace, a new threat emerged beyond its walls. The Liberation Alliance had a problem of its own. Someone was feeding their secrets to the enemy. Every operation failed. Every movement was anticipated. Every ambush became a trap. Suspicion spread. Trust disappeared. No one knew who the traitor was until the truth finally emerged. The informant was not a soldier, not a politician, not a spy. It was Zuka, Rahab's closest friend, the man she trusted most. The betrayal shattered her. But worse revelations were still coming. As protests erupted across Azania, Governor Musa responded with public executions. Fear filled the streets, families mourned, and the kingdom moved closer to collapse. Then Commander Nu uncovered the truth behind everything. Years earlier, Governor Musa had secretly sabotaged neighboring kingdoms.
Don't worry.
He had created the very crisis he claimed to be protecting Azania from. The war, the shortages, the instability. All of it traced back to him. The kingdom had been living inside a lie.
This is all a lie.
The final battle arrived with the rising sun. The Liberation Alliance surrounded Azania. War drums echoed through the desert. Citizens rushed through crowded streets. Smoke rose into the sky, and history began to change. During the chaos, Rahab received devastating news. Her siblings had been arrested. Governor Musa finally knew who had been helping the resistance.
So it is Rahab
She had
that
one
is helping
chance
our
to
enemy.
escape, one chance to save herself. But some people are willing to risk everything for family. Rahab ran back and ran toward danger, not away from it. Rahab ran through the chaos with only one thought in her mind: find her family before Governor Musa silenced them forever. But the fastest way to reach them was not through Azania's burning streets. It was through something older, something hidden beneath the kingdom itself, something her father had once warned her never to forget. Beneath the kingdom, hidden from kings, forgotten by history, lay the ancestors' passageways, ancient tunnels carved generations before Azania ever knew war. A hidden lifeline known only to a chosen few. While Rahab descended into the forgotten passageways, above her, Azania was falling. Governor Musa had abandoned his throne, taking with him everything he could steal: gold, jewels, the wealth of an entire kingdom. Believing the ancient tunnels would become his escape,
No one will catch me.
Rahab descended alone into the forgotten passageways. Deep within the passageways, she found the ancient gate. The stone doors slowly opened. One by one, the Alliance entered the kingdom's forgotten lifeline elsewhere beneath the palace. 2 paths, one destination.
Right there, Your Majesty.
Their journeys ended where destiny had been waiting all along. Rahab commander knew, and the Alliance scouts followed. The chase led them deep underground, into darkness, into danger, into the final confrontation. Governor Musa stood surrounded by treasure. The walls trembled around them.
You think
you've won? He shouted. I built this kingdom. No, Rahab replied. You only taught it to be afraid. The governor's face twisted with rage. Then he triggered the collapse. The tunnel began to crumble. Stone crashed from above. Dust filled the air. People screamed. Commander Nu looked at Rahab, then at the falling debris. He made his choice, a sacrifice, one final act of redemption. The tunnel collapsed, and Commander Nu disappeared beneath the ruins. Governor Musa became trapped inside the very passage he intended to use for escape. A prison of his own making. The next morning, dawn broke over Azania. For the first time in generations, the city gates opened, not for war, not for conquest, but for freedom. The Liberation Alliance entered peacefully. The fighting ended. The fear ended. And the people finally stepped into a new future. As for Rahab, she would never again be known as the woman who owned a guest house. She became a symbol, a reminder that courage does not belong only to kings, warriors, or rulers. Sometimes, it belongs to ordinary people willing to do extraordinary things. That night, thousands of oil lamps illuminated the skyline of Azania. The same lights that once carried secret messages now burned openly for all to see. And across the kingdom, their glow carried a message that no tyrant could ever silence. Freedom had finally come.